Hello, we are going to be filming today. Oh, my phone just turned off, so there we go. It should be back now. There we go. Hey, right, I'm going to be recording today, so I've got to remember to do that. So let me just get that one going. We're going to be painting the Megalodron, which is this beastie here. Biggin. Reet biggin. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm just gonna record there. Okay. So today, yeah, we're gonna be working on the Megalodron. So that means working with an airbrush for a bit. First I'm going to be using my cheapy old airbrush just to do some base coating, and we're going to get that all done. And so this thing comes apart like this. So we've got these two parts here. It's kind of annoying, I can't take this off. There's no easy way of doing so to get to everything underneath. But what we're going to try to do, try is the operative word here. Let me get my monitor going so I can see extra things in the chat. Oh, there we go. Boing. That could make you pretty dizzy. Where were we? There we go. I want you up here so I can see chat more easily. There we go. So yeah, we're going to be doing some painting and things. I'm going to just maybe angle you down just a little bit there. There we go. That's going to be good, isn't it? So you can actually see a little bit more easily. And yeah, we're going to start off by just base coating. What we're going to try and do is going to base coat everything in black. And then I'm going to use my better airbrush to try and focus kind of a white highlight to bleed those areas, and then we're going to try and paint over that. The main thing I'm going to be aiming for is getting all of this muscle and tendon and things like this, and we'll get some volumes on there hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to be able to successfully do that or not, but we'll give it a go. These parts here I may paint by hand later, just so it's make sure that those parts are kind of, well, we'll just see. We'll give it a go with the airbrush, and if it's successful, that's great. If not, then we'll redo with the brush. I think that's going to be the main aim. So let's actually get started with a little bit of black. So I've got to actually I've got to just make sure this is all ready to go. I think we'll be good. There we are. Alright, let's give it a go. So, first of all, I'm going to just... Oh, sorry, my actual camera is sitting on my... Is sitting on the whatchamacallit, the black surface primer that I'm going to be using. So let's try turning you on. Oh, you're not plugged in. Okay, this is going to be fun. My compressor's not plugged in, so good start. I'm going to go and make sure it's plugged in so we can start it going. Ooh. Uh-huh. Okay. I gotcha. There we go. Put those wires there. Nothing to get Okay. Just keep it out there. Alright. There we are. Okay, gets a little bit of a noise. Oh, and we're back again. Let's give that a go. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to pop in a little bit of this. Oh, damn it, I should wear a mask. Oh, crap. Alright, we're going to just try and see how this goes. Right, let's thin this down with a little bit of flow improver. And touch of water. But this is kind of purified water. There we go, just a touch. Don't want to do too much, I'll probably actually put in too much. But we can always re-thicken it up with some more of the black. Most important thing is that we mix it all up. There we go. Should be good. Let's just give that a go. There we go. Okay. And we'll just give it a generous coat of black. And so yeah, we're going to go everything black to begin with. Should put on a glove actually, so I don't ruin the surface of it with my natural oils. We're going to be using the inks to mark in the highlights, get some really nice heavy contrast, hopefully. That's going to be the aim anyway. Okay, I'm going to just grab a glove. Borrow you for a moment. Put you there. I'm just going to get a glove on. This should be good. All right. These things are so small. I need to get the bigger ones. I'll probably take off my watch so I don't spray it as well. That'd probably be a good idea. Right, I should go and get a mask in a minute as well. I think I'm gonna need it. For some reason my chat's gone weird on my computer. So I'm just going to refresh that for a second. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's going a bit weird. Just got to check actually the quality of my stream. Seems to be okay. Just my chat is going a bit odd. Don't know why. Okay. Something wrong with Restream, perhaps? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's fine. Yeah, it's not loading properly. It's weird. Okay, I might just have to hope that the chat's going to be working. Oh, Christ. I'll let that dry for a minute. Let's go for this big one. Right. The base is going to be an interesting one. I want to do the base as much as possible with the brush, with the airbrush. And then we can highlight all the different areas that we need to. I might go and borrow the hair dryer, even though my wife has not had a shower yet, so she'll probably want it back later. But it would be very helpful to dry the paint quickly, so we can get on with doing as much as possible tonight. Tonight for me, anyway. This is gonna be right. I've got to try and finish this guy in a fairly short time, to be honest, because I really want to make a video for my Patreon showing the full process of this thing. I don't want to spend too long on it. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's pretty watery. It's I've done it maybe a bit too thin. It's all right for a first coat, but it's not sticking so well. It's very, very viscous, and we've run out. Okay, I'm gonna go put in a little bit more and give that a go. I'm just going to put in a touch of water. We won't worry about the flow aid so much. That's all I need. Not much, just a touch. Ooh, my table is getting a little bit busy. I must say the paint is flowing very well through the airbrush, which is nice. Sometimes I have a few difficulties with this cheapy one these days, but seems to be coming through okay, which is good to see. try and make sure we get absolutely everything. And then we'll see from there. I don't know if my chat on the screen is working at the moment, so I'm going to have trouble seeing chats from YouTube. But if you're on Twitch, I'll be able to monitor those chats. Doing the airbrush, you can get so much done so quickly. It's nice doing these big models with it. It's just, this one's a difficult one to get into all of the gaps. Just to make sure you have got it all. Okay, that's pretty well covered. Let's get a bit more of you. So we'll start with the inks, and then we'll kind of come in maybe with some other colours as well to get onto the black areas, because the inks aren't going to really affect the black so much. The black areas are going to be where our shadow is, but I wouldn't mind bringing in some other colours for that. So purples, for example, would be nice to put over the shadowy areas, if I can. I'll try it with the inks just to see if they make an effect, but we'll see. First of all, I think we've got ourselves a good base coat now. So there we go, those two parts are kind of done there. That's super. Okay, I'm going to turn off. Oh, I don't know if I turned it off or not. Let me just check. I have. Good. Okay. Right. Now, that's got to dry for a minute. So, we're going to leave that one to dry. And then we're going to be shifting over to the... eclipse. I'm going to try this one out. That's going to be the big thing. But first, we'll just clean out this thingamajiggy. So first I'm just going to be mixing water to clean it out. So let's do that first. I'm just using the brush just to dislodge some of those bigger bits, and then just go straight into there. Because often what's left in the cup is the larger bits of particulate. Hello there, Glasky. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you? I'm having a go at doing a very large model and trying to do a lot of it with the airbrush. So you get to see me fail a lot in this stream today. It's more me just figuring out something I don't know how to do. Should be fun for me, I guess. I'm not sure for watching. Maybe if you like seeing failure. Oh, you're painting a Necro Warrior. Nice, nice. How are you painting them? Are you doing metallics, true metallics, or non-metallics, metals, or how are you approaching that? What's your color scheme? Do you go with the traditional colors or something else? I've actually wanted to do some Necrons just for the fun of doing something that I think I could probably knock out fairly fast compared to other stuff. Metallics, nice. I very rarely use metallics. I'm not so great with them. Oops. And this is where the cheap airbrush is showing its cheapness as it leaks through one of the screws. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm just going to back blow it into some water. There we go. Yeah, it's all coming out now. Should get out all of the black ink I got in there. Ooh. How does the Evelyn Sunset base affect the metallics? I'm curious because I don't really do metallics at all. So I don't really think about them too much and like how to affect the metallic pigment with the base coats. Boing. Good old ledge belcher. Great. Nice. Do you have I often ask everyone who comes on, and I'm not sure if I've asked you before, do you have an Instagram at all where you can kind of show some of those things? Okay, my chat's completely dead, it seems, on the screen, so I'm going to rely on my Twitch chat on my computer here that I'm going to just kind of look at. It's a shame. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, you got Discord? Yeah, I'm on Discord. Right, okay, I'm gonna... Alright, give this next one a go. Right, I need a white ink. Some titanium white. Right, I'll try and catch it a little bit later, or you can give me a link or something like that, or if you have a channel, a Discord channel that you often use. Okay, we're gonna go with some direct titanium ink here. Just gonna put it in a bunch there. And we're gonna try it through the Eclipse airbrush. See how controlled we can get this. Probably not particularly. Okay, it's already coming through, fantastic. Alright, let's make a little bit of space here. Oh, hello Aspire Painting, good to see you. I do have a Discord server. I gotta figure it all out, and right now with the paint and everything, I'm not gonna be able to easily do it whilst I'm doing airbrushing, I'm afraid. If I can, I'll share the server. I'll try and get a link up in a bit once I've done a little bit of this. Okay, we're gonna. Well, I'm really not confident with this. Okay, I've got to lower the pressure. Pressure is really high. Ugh. No, wait. Okay. Okay, I gotta fiddle this one out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a good job or not because I'm still kind of learning a lot of. I'm spluttering quite a bit. It's not smooth at all. I might have to increase the pressure a bit, I think. Oh, that's gone down the wrong way. Try that. Okay, let's try that then. Yeah, I gotta spider web in quite a bit. Okay, I think that might be the pressure I'm looking for. Oh. God damn it. Just wanting to catch this musculature a bit. There we go. Okay, so we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, now I've got that kind of sorted. Let me just have a quick checky of me Discord stuff. Oh, it's not even open, is it? So unprepared. So unprofessional. So unprofessional. Right, let's have a dookie. Dupe. Right, find people. Copy. All right. Okay, this should be. There we go. That should go to my my Discord. My Discord at the moment is kind of small, but always looking to try and get more use out of it and get more people involved on it. Ooh, a little bit too. Okay, I think we're getting there. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yeah, I generally have like 2 people who have been kind of with me through my kind of YouTube journey, who are on there, who often do upload information, Spotify and CPC. Otherwise, my Discord is kind of quiet. We just share some stuff every so often. but I'm going to try and use it a bit more now. I've been a bit too strong there. Right, let's have a lookie. Thank you very much. Let's go have a lookie. Oh, yeah. They are popping nice, aren't they? That's cool. Almost looks a bit orky. Kind of like almost as if it's been made by an orc with all the yellow. That's kind of cool. I'll try and, again, just whilst I'm all gloved up and everything like that, it's kind of hard to do too much on the computer at the moment. But I would like to share it on the screen. Maybe a little bit later I can do that. That'd be cool. Yeah. And Aspire Painting, what are you painting today? Okay. Yellow is the base coat. Cool. And so you put the metallics over that yellow, and then that's what kind of makes that particular metallic pop. Bit too strong on that one. Okay. I've got a sense of some kind of points that we're going to be focusing on. Then we're going to be focusing on the flesh for the airbrush, and I think I'm going to do the armor hand brushing because I'm not too confident with the rest, but we'll see how that goes. Nice. Yeah, I got a few Citadel paints from when I started. I don't really get Citadel anymore just because Vallejo is a lot cheaper here in Japan. So that's kind of tends to be what I get now. So I'm kind of leaning towards more of that, but I do have some of these inks as well that I try and play around with for the airbrush. This is kind of useful for getting like the volume positions for everything. I'm just kind of messing around. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of placing this all just to kind of hopefully make it look kind of cool. Not exactly sure what I'm doing. Feels like they just took one of their one of the combined drones and just blew it up into a large scale in plastic. Basically what I did, I think. Go. Bit of you there. Bit of you there. Bit of you there. Okay, I'm just kind of playing around right now. Having fun with the airbrush. Just too much fun to play around with. Okay, let's try and also hit the bottom down here. I'm going to try and hit the, there's a tag, there's a dead tag at the bottom. So I've got to try and hit that now. Get some sense of volumes on that. Hitting that with some turquoise to really make it try and pop on the bottom there. Yeah, we can see that tag on the bottom popping quite nicely now. So difficult to do computer stuff, and it's really annoying that the chat window is just blown, so I have no idea if anyone is chatting to me from YouTube, so sorry if you are. You might want to just hop over to Twitch instead if you want to join. Because right now, for some reason, the restreamer chat is not working for me. We're just going to be playing around with some colors and seeing if we can make something interesting with the airbrush. Literally, this is a learning process for me on a big enough model that I'll experiment. So we'll just kind of throw down some different colors for the foliage, depending on what type of plant it is, or if it's the kind of the grassy type stuff or not. And hopefully the intensity of the whites will just change how everything looks. I do want the tag to be especially intense to help that one really elevate that. So, okay, I think I'm almost ready to mess around with, I'm just going to kind of do some general zenithal type stuff here on the body, just so we can experiment with the armor as well. Might as well. I'm not going to be timid. I'm just going to hit this thing from the top as much as possible, and we'll see where we go. Remove that excess paint that builds up on the nib. Don't overdo it, because then I'll lose the nice contrast that will build with this. I say that, I'm just still going. Okay, I'm kind of liking how that's kind of looking. Let's just do the same for this dude here, because he needs a bit more. Okay, now we're going to be playing around with different colors, so hopefully we can kind of get something nice and intense going. That's going to look kind of fun on this model. That will then allow us to I don't know, allow us to do something kind of interesting. Get this nice and intense there. We can do a kind of a cool color, I think, for that one. Build up some of the intensity in some of those areas. There we go. It's amazing actually how quickly you kind of get used to knowing where it's going to hit. And you can kind of place your brush strokes as such with the airbrush fairly quickly. It is quite a different experience from using the cheapy one that I was using. Just a general coating there, I don't need to do much. I want to keep that kind of like that for the intensity. Right, we're going to start with this fella here with some colour, because colour's going to be fun to do now. And we're going to play around with some inks and see if we can get some cool intensities going. So I'm just going to clean out this oops, I'm dribbling everywhere. Don't want to dribble too much. Right, where's my... Sorry, I'm going to bounce the camera a little bit. Just pour that away. Okay. There we go. That should get out any kind of particulate. The good thing about inks is that you don't really get much in the way of the particulate that other paints will have. It's not as thick and it kind of passes through. Whoa, I'm just spraying water everywhere now. Get some of that out. And then we're going to move on to putting in some colour. Now what we're going to try and do for the kind of the flesh is we're going to try and get an intense red going. And so if we have the intense red, we can use that to, well, make it intense. Okay, I think we're good. Right, let's get the red. Where are you at? There we go, Pyrrole red. I'm going to start with you, and then we might throw in a little bit of purple shade. I'm wondering if I should start with the purple, maybe. I think I should start with the purple and get a general purple, and then I can focus in the red where I need it. I think that's what we're going to go for. So where's my purple? I think that's my purple. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to go with deep violet. Let's start with that. I think the deep violet's going to look cool. So that should be enough. We don't need too much. Right. Oh, there we go. There we go. We want to control it a little bit more carefully than that. That's good practice there. So, let's see. Right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Let me try and get this into the areas that I'm considering to be the fleshy areas. I'm going to give that over these weird pipes. These inks are intense. That's a beautiful colour though. So yeah, this base can be our experiment. If we like it, then we'll do the same for the top half. That's kind of, I think, how we're going to go with this one. Too much. Okay. Oh, sprayed me. Not quite what I wanted there, but okay, I may have to give the airbrush a little bit of a break. Yeah, compressor's getting a little bit hot, so we may have to give it a little break in a bit. Okay. So, yeah. Gonna give it a little bit of a break just to cool down a little bit. To be honest, it's heating up this room like something rotten, so I'm gonna turn off my aircon. I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna actually open up the window a little bit. Just kind of let in some air. There we go. Okay. So I've still got some air left in the tank, so I can use that to just finish off these bits. There we go. So there's the purple. All right. Yeah, that's enough of the purple there. We'll say goodbye to the purple, and we're going to try and put in a bit of the red over the top. There we go. Right, that should help clean out a lot of the purple. One last little clean. Also give my compressor a chance to cool down. Maybe use it in a bit. Okay, I think we're good. Right, let's go in with a little bit of the red and see if we can't up this this intensity even more. So this one we're going to control a little bit more for highlights and things, and it should make for an interesting color. Should be enough. Really don't need much. Get on there. Right, we've still got pressure in the tank, so there we go. Shifting to the red. There we go. Right, let's give this a go. Okay, I'm losing pressure now. Yeah, that's an intense red. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job on that or not, really. Yeah, this thing's really hot, so I've got to give it a break, so let's just do that. I'm gonna also just let the air out. So we can clear out all of that. There we go. There's no more pressure in the tank. We can leave that to cool for a minute before I start doing any more. Okay, so I'm not sure about the red, but it is pretty intense. I do want to keep some more of that purple though. I want to be careful not to go and kind of get rid of all of that purple. So we're going to kind of be a bit careful with the placement. So I think sparing with the red, just to kind of give it vibrance and a difference of color. I think that would be the way to go. So we're kind of like looking at it from above a little bit, maybe their central glows and things like that. I've got to be careful. Oh, I actually missed a purple down there. That's a bit silly of me, but we'll get that later because we're going to do the purple on the top half. which will be this guy here. So this guy is going to be sitting on, how do you go on? Oh, that's not the right way. There we go, this way. You're going to be on there like that. And that's the guy there. He's huge. So yeah, this is probably one of the bigger models that I've ever done. Certainly for any kind of, for a walk. I say that, I've done some 40k stuff, which is big, but it was a long time ago. But yeah, it should be fun to try and finish him up. Right, let's see if I can't figure out why my thing has died on me. It's kind of weird. So I've got to get onto my restream, and for some reason, I'm not sure if it's something to do with my internet or not, but it's not. Oh, is it working now? One way to find out if it works, I'm just going to say hi in the chat. Yay! My chat is now working. Woohoo! Oh, that was you. So yeah, it seems to be working at the moment. That's good. Right. Now Discord. Let's have a looky. Oh, putting that one in browser. There we go. Now I get a good shot of your Necron, so I can have a quick looky at that. Let's just share that screen. Window capture. Right, I think. Where are we? There's too many things here. Safari. There we go. This one. There we go. I don't want that down there. Oh no, that's okay. So we'll just throw this one up. Whoop. So yeah, I can see where you've got like the metallics on the arms there. It's kind of like going for the gold. I'm guessing all of the body's going to be gold on this one. Is that right, Glasky? And yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this one ends up at the end of the day. Have you got like an army of those? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna. It's really annoying because I would have do that. Cool. So that's gonna be gold. Yeah. So usually when I'm doing gold, like with metallics, I very rarely do gold, but I've done it with citadels. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm in Japan and it's kind of difficult to find anyone, and especially with the whole COVID time, it's been very, very hard. So I don't really play very much. My interest has shifted more to painting. Still want to play a bit and things. I'll play like online instead. Obviously not 40k, but I do Infinity online, and that's kind of fun. But yeah, when I painted metallic gold, I would paint it silver first and then go over the gold paint, because I always found the gold paint didn't quite have enough intensity. I don't know if I've got any here that I've done like that. I tend to paint non-metallic metals, so when I have a metallic, let's see, this guy's probably a good example because he's got quite a bit on him. So this is like how I'll paint metallics. Oh, you can't see because I got your picture up there. Nah. So let's just say goodbye for that one for a second. So yeah, this is what I would paint with when I'm doing non-metallic metals. So all of this gold is painted with basically matte paints. I kind of like painting this way. It's just kind of fun for me. And I like the effect it has, where it's kind of like a forced perspective of metallics. I actually am lost when I'm actually painting metallics. I feel a bit like, oh, how do I properly shade this and control it? I just don't know. So yeah, there's that. Right. Okay. All right. We're still warm. Yeah. Hopefully we can paint a little bit. I think I'm just going to risk it and have a go at doing some of this. And we'll have a go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really enjoy the painting things. I do brush painting all the time. I don't airbrush. This is completely new to me. So I'm just kind of messing around. I'm going to do a whole bunch of this airbrushed, and then I'm going to paint the rest with a regular brush. And we'll see how that turns out. But I'm just trying to play around with some intense lights and things like that. So it could be kind of just fun to do. Right. Let's give this another go. There we go. Okay. So... we're just putting it a little bit here and there. Don't want to do too much. There we go. And yeah, this red is intense. I feel like in some ways I should just keep it as the purple perhaps, but I think we can still have create a kind of a cool effect with this. Okay, I think that's all I want to really do with the red. I don't want to do too much. I'm probably going to end up doing too much because that's what I do. Okay, so yeah, we've got the red on there. The armor. Let's give the armor a whirl. Now, normally with my armor, I'm going to be doing it a kind of an ivory. Now, I've got a kind of a sepia, burnt umber. I want to try it for the armor, but I'm really afraid that it's just not any good. But we'll try. Let's just give it a go. Because again, this is experimenting and we're all good with that. Now, I wish I had a turquoise ink, but I do not. So I might have to just thin down some regular paint to do the turquoise on the pano tag at the bottom down there. But I'm going to do that last, after I've done all of the foliage first, so that I don't lose anything that I paint of him. Get that last bit out. There we go. Right. So let's do the foliage. Let's go. Oh no, I was going to do the armor, wasn't I? Let's give that one a go. Now I'm going to need. I want to take this green and maybe this blue. And then got like a really strong green somewhere. There it is. There's the vivid lime green. I'm gonna play around with you a bit. We're just gonna go crazy with the colors here. Transparent burnt umber. This is the thing. I just want to see what happens when I put this on. Oh, this is your third mini, innit? Well, you're just looking good for your third mini ever. Well done. My third mini ever looked far worse than what you've been able to achieve on your Necron there. Painting miniatures is fun. It's a constant journey where you're constantly learning and improving and getting better. It's great. I love it. This is my how I can relax. So we're going to be playing around with this burnt umber now. No idea. This is a transparent ink, so we'll see how it gets affected by things. I'm hoping like where I put all of the white, that's where we're going to see it more. So yeah, it's going to come out fairly brown, I think. But yeah, we're going to try and be gentle with this one. You know what? This kind of it's kind of cool. I do quite like it. We might be able to even highlight it a bit more. It does seem to work though. I'm not really affecting what I've already done too much, except for changing its property a little bit, which is kind of cool. But yeah, definitely kind of works, I think. It's got a kind of a cool vibe to it. I think that's pretty good. And now I'll know the hell out of it. I tend to avoid washes. If like this is like when I started, it was the whole base coat, wash, highlight kind of process. And then I decided I wanted to become a better painter. And so the painting became the biggest thing for me. So what I ended up doing was I was like, okay, I'm going to limit myself. I'm not going to allow myself to use washes. I'll try and avoid using washes as much as possible. So I learned how to thin paints better, to do layering, and that's how I did that that previous model I showed you. There's no washes in there, nothing like Nuln Oil or anything, because one of the problems with using those kinds of dark washes is it desaturates your model quite a lot, and so kind of avoiding using them can be very good for your improvement as a painter. By limiting yourself on what you can use. Oops, I missed and I hit the guy on the bottom there. It's a very interesting effect, this. I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. It's not really what I was going for, but I'm kind of digging how this is starting to look. We're just kind of going crazy with the inks. It's completely not my regular kind of style, for sure. But I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Where the hell did I put that paint? I've already kind of run out. Because this one's a really thin ink, it runs through the airbrush pretty fast. But it's a really cool effect. I like it. Because even when I've gone over some of the purples and the reds, they've blended and created this kind of weird texture, which is I'm kind of digging. So yeah. And then hopefully we can make for an interesting intensity once we hit the grass and everything down there. We've got all sorts of stuff going on there. Okay, I think that's kind of a weird intensity. I was not expecting it to come out like this at all. This is very peculiar for me. But let's see what happens when we start doing the ground as well. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did a lot of airbrushing, and it's kind of fun. There we go. Not the best way to clean the brush, but it's done the job. Right, now I want to kind of hit this first with a little bit of a blue, and then we're going to hit it with a light green. I think that's probably the better way to do it. We get a nice contrast of color there. And we're kind of moving through, and then we finally highlight with a yellow. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So we're going from a blue to a green to a yellow as we go up through the intensity of up to the brightness of colors as well. So we're also going through the color wheel as we increase brightness. Oops. So there we go. Okay. Just kind of hit all these areas. So yeah, we're just hitting all of this with the blue. At the moment it's very blue, but we're going to be knocking it up to green soon. So, at the moment it's kind of dark. That's okay. We're going to brighten that up in a mo. Let's go give that a go. Here we go. All right, let's go and get some green. I'm going to go with a bright green. We're going to knock this up a notch. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, getting some very, very bright greens in there now. Okay. Now that is a fairly intense base. Okay. It's looking pretty cool. All right. Now, okay. Let's try a bit of yellow, just to really, we'll do a yellow orange, kind of give it that's a bit more earthy than the other yellow I have. We can just pop this into some spots, and then I'll probably tone it down with the last bit of a dark green. Just got to be very careful not to overdo it, which I'm probably going to do now. Ooh, out the way, you. That's all I need, really. That's just giving it a good jungly feel to it there. This very strange beastie climbs over it all. Okay. There we go. Okay. Wonder if we can. I do have a kind of light blue, I believe. Cerulean blue. I wonder if this will be. This will probably be the worst kind of blue to use on that character there. I wonder if we can mix just the blue and the green to make it a turquoise. I don't know. Let's just give this thing a go. Let's just give it a whirl. It's probably the worst idea. I'm not sure if I like this one. Let's give it a go. Okay. I think that's enough of it though. There we go. Okay, that'll be fine. Now I've got to do the top half of the body. I'll give that one a go. Let's see if we can try and pull off the similar look. Now I've got to decide whether or not I'll change up anything at all. Let's give it a go anyway. So, let's just get you out of the way so I don't screw you up. Right, we've got to try it with you now. So, alright, so what we're going to try and do then is, just check my video's still going on. That's great. I've got to do the purple first. Let's try and follow the same order so that we can kind of keep it consistent. go. Okay, I think that gets all the purple areas that I want to get. So then next we're going to go with the red. We'll try and hit the red and see how that looks. Clean that bit out. This is always the fun part of doing airbrush work, is just the kind of like the little cleaning in between. Right, let's get the red. Kind of wish I just kept it as the purple, to be honest. I think the purple looks pretty cool. It's pretty dope. But let's give this one a go. Woo. Okay, that I think is enough. Like, that's got a nice kind of two-tone to it. It's working pretty good. So now I'm going to be hitting it with the brown, the umber. We'll see how that turns out. And we'll play around with the gun and some of these blade things coming out. I think we're going to try and get maybe some green in there as well. Perhaps we'll mess around with that in a bit. So okay, just going to tip you out. And last of you out. And then we're going to get the burnt umber. We're going to give this one a go. This is where we're going to make or break this thing. Probably break. I think break is probably a good idea. Let's give it a go. We're ready to go. Want to do that? Should be okay. There we go. Kind of looking cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there we go with that. All right, there we go. Very burnt umbery. So now we're going to try and actually go a bit intense with the green next. We'll see how that works out. Okay, let's give it a go. Get that out there. And I'm going to try a little bit of this crazy green. Right, this is where we go silly intense. Spider webbing. I gotta leave that. This is too much. I think I've gone a bit too far. I went a bit too far with that one. Screwed up the face there. Really screwed up. Okay. No. Not a good idea. Screwed up the face. Damn it. Face I'm going to have to work on with a brush. So we'll just have to fix that later. I think that's where I'm going to kind of leave it with the airbrushing stuff. And the rest I'm going to work with a regular brush. I'm going to try and fix some of the errors and kind of bring out some of the light in other areas. But you know what? For a first time doing purely airbrush, it's kind of a cool, intense job, I guess. But yeah, that for an hour and a half work to get that much paint onto a model, I'm pretty happy with that. With a lot of in-betweeny, cleany thingy majiggies. And it's very intense. I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with how I paint this thing. Got to fix the face a lot. That's a definite thing there. Anyway, I think I'm going to call that a night then. So for anyone who was watching, thank you very much. And take care. Have a lovely day. And we'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll continue this one next time, but this time doing some brush work and kind of fixing it up a little bit. There we go.